Hello, I am Sabrina from GBO, your women's gear review specialist, and today we are reviewing the Knack Bag Series 2 Small. This bag can be purchased for $225 or £181. It has an unexpanded capacity of 17 litres and an expanded capacity of 27 litres. The dimensions unexpanded are 17 inches in height, 12.5 inches in width and 5 inches in depth, and it then changes to 9 inches in depth when expanded. It has 4 colours to choose from, those being cream as we have here, or you've got the option of burnt orange, midnight black or olive green. The main material of this bag is 420 denier lightweight high density nylon fabric woven with high twist yarn to create high durability, and also has a PU coating for water resistance. The bottom panels are made out of 480 denier ballistic nylon for enhanced wear. The lining of the fabric inside the bag is their own custom stain resistant 150 denier polyester with antimicrobial treatment to prevent smells, mold and mildew. We then have the back panel, which is low R value, meaning it has low insulation and it's made of Comfort Cool EVA memory foam. It also features water resistant YKK reverse coil zippers with custom zipper pullers made out of zinc and alloy. This bag has also been tested to carry loads up to 40 pounds, and it also features Duraflex buckles and sliders. A side note is that you can also purchase their expandable packing cubes for the bag on their website as well. You have the option of the full-size cube at $55 or $45, and that is the size of the actual suitcase at the back of the backpack. They also have the option of the large packing cube for $30 or £25, which takes up half of the suitcase, followed by a medium-sized packing cube which you can fit 3 of in the suitcase compartment and come in at $25 or £21. You can also get a various combination of bundles with these. So say for example, if you wanted, you could get 2 medium-sized ones and 1 large, or vice versa, and these come in at cheaper rates than buying them individually. They also have a really unique product for storage and organisation in this bag that you can get as an extra on their website, which is a compressible shoe bag. You can get that in a size medium or large. The medium comes in $25 and the large size comes in at $30. A useful thing to note is that this is also the upgraded version of the Knack Bag Series 1, and it comes in sizes small, medium and large, so you've got lots of choice. This is what the backpack looks like on me when it is packed. And this is what the backpack looks like on me when unpacked, and I am 5'6" for reference. At first glance, I definitely say that this is a very visually appealing and stylish backpack. It's very sleek and has quite a minimal design. And the great little perk about this backpack as well is that it does genuinely stand up by itself when you do have a couple of things in it. The material that this bag's made out of is also super water resistant. So a lot of bags will say that they're water resistant, but this has truly proved itself in the Scottish and Italian rain. The only thing they say about the weather resistance of this backpack is not to go swimming with it. So as long as you're not submerging your pack, you should be totally fine no matter what the weather conditions are. So to begin our adventure of this backpack. So at the front you can see there are 2 carry handles here. So these are also mesh lined as well, and super handy if you're trying to get something out of your bag, so you can just sling it over and grab this for support, and vice versa, you can also use that as a messenger bag, which is super handy. I actually found these handles a lot more useful than what I thought I would. I ended up using them quite a bit, and that involved sort of like getting stuff out of my backpack, and also just in general, like having these extra things makes it super easy to just grab and go. We then have a super sneaky little water bottle compartment with a zipper as well. It says on the website that it can actually fit a 24-ounce water bottle in here. However, I've been using this with my water bottle and it is 26 ounces, so it actually fits a little bit bigger in there. So moving on to the front pocket, there is a whole array of organisation for you to choose from. On the interior side, you have a generous mesh pocket for cables or anything your heart desires. I found that I used it for charging cables and earphones, etc. And it even managed to fit in my laptop charger alongside everything else. On the interior side, we have a fleece lined pocket followed by a normal lined pocket below that as well. I found that I used the fleece lined pocket to put things in such as my glasses, however they were in cases, just as I think I'd have a little mini heart attack if I put my sunglasses or glasses in there without sort of any protection, just because it is going to get sandwiched in between anything. But again, good for technology if you would like to do that.
Hey guys, I'm Bradley and this is Kazi. We are from Dream Big Travel Far.
And we are running weekly gear giveaways in collaboration with Gear by Orla.
And if you want to be in with a chance to win, then hit that subscribe button and go to the first link in the description to join the newsletter.
Be sure to check your inbox every week to see if you are that week's lucky winner. We'll see you there.
We then have a key clip which is metal and it feels really good quality and high quality. Below this we have several pen holders, which I found super useful when I was using this bag. We also have elastic on the front, which means that you can fit anything sort of cylindrical on front if you want to, whether that be maybe something like lip balms or extra pens or whatever your heart desires. Then moving across, we have two duplicate pockets here that are probably cuboid. They're quite sort of small, but they could be a good snack pocket if that's your thing. And they also have a pocket on front of that pocket. So I definitely say with this bag, it's 100% pocket inception, but that doesn't mean that I'm not fond of it. Moving to the bottom of the bag, we have, guess what? Another pocket. However, with this pocket, it acts more as a bag divider. I did struggle to think what I could actually use this pocket for, which is quite a surprise because I love pockets. However, it did actually end up becoming a good home for my book and my notebook, and actually kept it pretty organised. Moving on to the main compartment, again we have an interior mesh pocket. This is quite a generous size and it's actually quite handy for things like SD cards, camera batteries. That's what I found I used it a lot for, and quick access things. So as you can see, there is this mysterious little bit of fabric here, but this is where the water bottle goes when it goes into the little secret hidden away compartment. That is definitely something to bear in mind. I thought that I could fit a lot more into this backpack. However, because of this little water bottle holder, it means that it does take up a bit more space. I found that I ended up putting a lot of stuff in the main compartment, and then when I took out my water bottle and went to go and put it back in because everything had kind of rejigged, it was a bit of a nightmare. So I did have to try and rejig my pack as I was going. We then have a bigger mesh pocket at the back of the bag, which has a zip on it and is also quite generous with space. Behind that, we also have a fleece-lined laptop compartment. So this doesn't have any false bottom, however the fleece lining does go the full way round. Normally I'd be quite apprehensive about putting my laptop in a bag that doesn't have quite a lot of padding. However, with this bag, because the back of the backpack is quite sturdy and essentially your laptop will be sandwiched in between the both sides packed with stuff, it actually feels pretty safe, and I feel quite comfortable to use that. So moving on to the mysterious suitcase compartment. As you can see, unexpanded, it does look quite shallow. However, I was actually pleasantly surprised that I could fit stuff in here because I was doubting that I could actually fit anything in here. I managed to pack it with a few clothes, not using the packing cubes. However, when I did use the packing cubes, it was super helpful. Reason being for this is when the packing cubes are either unexpanded or expanded, they fit perfectly into the height of the suitcase. This is what I managed to get in. So this was the large packing cube with an outfit in it and a small packing cube with other things in it. You can also expand the suitcase section by using this well-hidden zip to reveal more fabric. This is what I managed to pack into the suitcase unexpanded. As you can see, I managed to fit a couple more clothes into the packing cubes as these were also unexpanded. A smaller packing cube. I was actually quite impressed with how much stuff you could fit into the suitcase, especially unexpanded. The website states 2 to 3 outfits and that is expanded also. However, I think you can actually get in a lot more than they state on the website. if it's going to be a t-shirt and trousers sort of situation. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit in the compressible shoe bag in here though. So although it looks like we've reached the end of the bag, we do actually have a couple more features to go. So moving on to the back of the bag, we can see that they have padding on here. However, they have properly maximized this by having a little sleeve. So this is actually a trolley sleeve, which means that you can put your backpack on your suitcase when you are going about your business or on holiday or traveling. I personally found that I didn't use it. However, I think it is a great option to have. And it's just a nice little design there as well because it's so discreet, and you've also got it there if you want it. So we are now moving on to my favorite part of this bag, which is a secret pocket. Now, the website told me not to tell you, but we are going to join half of YouTube and show you where it is. So it can be found on when you're wearing it, the left side of your backpack. So I'll show you this here. Basically, it's super discreet. Like they put little extra material over as well, so you can't really see it. And I'm also going to be frankly honest with you, it took me about 20 minutes to find this, just because on the website they wouldn't show the actual like anything outside to give you a clue where it was. So I ended up having to watch a little YouTube video to find out where it was. I found this super useful when I was using it, and like really easily accessible, which was great when I was accessing things such as my passport and my purse as well. And it's one of those things where a lot of time, if you're going on holiday, you are carrying cash about with you. And sometimes it might be quite a lot if you've just got to exchange. So I felt really safe and secure and at peace knowing that I could whack it in there and nobody would know about it, apart from you guys. The backpack straps are tucked away in a discreet opening in the backpack padding. To attach them, you simply take them out and then attach the metal clips to the plastic clips on the left and right bottom corners of the bag, and voila. I found that I use the backpack straps most of the time, and the only time that I really put them away was when I was stowing luggage away. So for example, like getting on the plane, it was actually really handy not to have these straps like flailing about. It's quite awkward when you're getting on a plane if you've got a backpack, because I find that it just goes everywhere. So it's a nice considerate option to be able to stow those away if you do want to, especially when you are putting it on the suitcase. So wearing this backpack daily, I was a little bit disappointed. I found that the comfort levels weren't as high as I had sort of expected them to be, especially on first look of the bag. I found that even though the bag has memory foam on the back and a low R value for insulation, it had my back sweating quite a bit in both Italy and Scotland, which are two different sort of temperatures, unfortunately. The issue with this as well is that it makes it very uncomfortable to wear when you're wearing a coat, let alone say using a jumper. It was a little bit more comfortable if you weren't wearing a jumper at all, but again, not really what I was expecting. As I kind of touched on before as well, I felt like the weight of the backpack was quite heavy. So even though I didn't have anything super heavy in the backpack, I found that after a while, there wasn't too much support and these straps weren't very comfortable. They do have thin padding, but perhaps need a little bit more or a different type of padding. I think it could also benefit from potentially a sternum strap, just as when you expand the suitcase, it then almost becomes a 30-litre rucksack. With that being said, there are a lot of things that I really loved about this backpack when I was using it. I think that it's definitely more of a commuter lifestyle backpack rather than a travel bag where there's going to be a lot more physical activity, whether that's walking around for more than an hour or two. Just as it's not too comfortable for that. However, I feel like if you're doing short journeys and dotting about the city, this would be quite a good option for you. And I would definitely love to use this backpack in that context, especially because it is so great and comfortable at grab and go. The winning part of this backpack for me was the organisation. So much organisation. And I love the crafty ways that they have used to design things, such as the secret pocket. It was nice to know that I had everything in a certain place, especially when you're travelling about as you are unpacking and repacking the bag pretty much like every day or quite a lot, so it's quite easy to lose things, especially when you're on the go, which you do not want, especially when you've got things such as your passport. In terms of this being a travel bag, I am maybe a little bit torn because it also was a great day bag. For example, if we wanted to go swimming, what we could do is open up the suitcase compartment, pack an extra set of clothes, a microfiber towel, swimwear and stuff like that. And it also meant that if we wanted to, we could pack an outfit for the next day or the next 2 days, so you're not constantly rooting around in your suitcase. So it was great in terms of organisation for that. Another thing I liked about this small Knack bag is the fact that it fit under seats on airlines, meaning you didn't have to pay for the bigger bag to go in the overhead cabinet. It also fit in when it was expanded, which was great. However, one thing is that it really does depend on airlines. If you're going on cheaper airlines such as Ryanair, in my case on the way back, they are a lot more stingy with it. Technically, even unexpanded, this wouldn't fit under the seat. However, luckily we didn't get checked, so it was fine. But something to be aware of. So just to round it up, I think that this bag would be fantastic for a commuter lifestyle of living. There are a lot of my pals who work more sort of office job or technical jobs, and they have to go away for meetings and whatnot. I think this would be absolutely perfect for them because it's everything in one, and it's got the suitcase compartment in the back for a day or two if you need to. So I think this is 100% worth the price because I haven't seen anything like this on the market, and it does feel super durable, and during testing I have unwavering faith so far in its durability. In terms of travelling, I'm still not convinced. If they sorted out the back panel and the shoulder straps, I think I would be 100% happier, or even a little sternum strap, and I would definitely recommend buying this. The links for the products I have mentioned today will be in the description box below, and you can also check out the Dream Big Travel Far blog to find more reviews of backpacks and travel gear. We hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.